first-degree premeditated murder. The court is going to adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to life in prison without parole. So it's life in prison without parole on count 1, time served on count 2.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at the August 2026 verdict of 54-year-old Timothy Kramer. Kramer was charged with first-degree premeditated murder and animal cruelty after he lured his estranged wife Rosa to his home and shot her, severely injuring their dog in the process. Kramer actually took the stand to claim self-defense, arguing his wife was historically aggressive because of a past argument over, wait for it, lasagna. Yes, really. Now the jury has reached a verdict, and we're about to see this admitted killer learn his fate in real time. Let's jump into the courtroom.
All right, y'all can be seated, thank you. All right, let's have the record reflect state zero counsel, defendant here with his counsel. I understand the jury's reached a verdict. Any reason we can't take the verdict, state? Defense. All right, for those persons in the courtroom, I know some have been here throughout the trial. The jury is about to come out. They've been deliberating for quite a while, and this was a 3-day case. Whether you like the verdict or not, please do not show any emotion whatsoever. The jury deserves our respect for the time that they've given us in consideration of this case. If you cannot hold your emotions based on the verdict, please step out of the courtroom now. If you stay in, I assume you're going to abide by my order. Please bring the jury in.
We, the jury, find as follows. As to the counts charged in the indictment, count 1, guilty, first-degree premeditated murder, as charged. Count 2, guilty of animal cruelty, a lesser included offense. So say we all, the 6th day of August, 2026, signed by the jury foreperson, Elizabeth Frederick.
All right, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have one final instruction I have to read to you that's mandated by the Florida Supreme Court, and then I'm going to discharge you from your jury service. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and your consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you're at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from those who might seek to find fault with you, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. That's the last instruction, as I indicated, I'm required to read by the Florida Supreme Court, but I do want to take the opportunity to thank you for your jury service. We had 63 of your fellow citizens, including you, here on Monday, and I told them after we had picked this jury and y'all had left that it speaks very highly of their character for them to come down here and give us the time that they give us to have this process work. Y'all have been above and beyond that because you gave us 4 days. And I watched you during the trial. You were very attentive, and we cannot ask anything more of our citizens than what y'all did today in terms of serving as jurors. I thank you on behalf of the judges of this circuit. I thank you on behalf of the parties, the attorneys, and the judicial system for giving us your time this week. This counts as your jury service for 1 year, but you will get that ticket again. And when you do, please come down here. We'd like to punch you. We need good people to serve on juries, okay? Y'all have a great weekend. Court security will take care of any needs that you have, get you checked out and everything. If you need an escort to your car or help or anything like that, they will more than accommodate that. But we do appreciate everything, all right? All right, everyone be seated, please. As to the second count, is that a misdemeanor?
I believe it is.
Okay.
Well, it's a first-degree misdemeanor.
All right. Is any reason we can't go forward with sentencing? It's a mandatory life sentence. Okay, Mr. Benson.
Court has no discretion, so.
All right. All right. We will go forward with sentencing at this time. I do not believe we're required to have the score sheet. Is that correct, Ms. Shea? All right. Anybody who wishes to testify on behalf of the state? Mr. Benson, any witnesses?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Does your client wish to say anything?
No.
All right, thank you. Let me hear from the state. All right. Anything, Mr. Benson?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Also
based-
discretion.
All right. Based on the verdict returned, first degree premeditated murder, the court is going to adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to life in prison without parole. What are the fines and costs on this, please? $518 in court cost imposed, $150 public defender fee, all of which will be reduced to a lien. Is there any other cost or anything, Ms. Shea?
Your Honor, I am not sure. I'd ask that you just, reserve ruling for, reserve jurisdiction, for restitution and,
All right. I'll order restitution, reserve jurisdiction to determine the amount, if any. What's his credit, Mr.
744 days.
744 days of credit. As to count two, any objection to time served on that state? Offense.
No.
All right. As to count two, he's adjudicated guilty and time served. So it's life in prison without parole on count one, time served on count two. Anything else, state? Mr. Benson?
No, Your Honor.
That's the judgment and sentence of the court. He has 30 days to appeal.
And just like that, it's over. The judge informs Kramer of his right to appeal, which is guaranteed under Rule 9.140 of the Florida Rules of Appellate Procedure. He has exactly 30 days to file his notice. But given that prosecutors had a mountain of evidence against him, including text messages showing Kramer lured his wife to the house by promising to give back her mother's belongings, any appeal is going to be a massive uphill battle. He plotted this, and the jury saw right through his lies.
If he cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for him.
And that brings this tragic case to a close. As of August 2026, Timothy Kramer has been officially sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, ensuring he will spend the rest of his natural life behind bars. The time served on the animal cruelty charge means the 744 days he already spent in jail awaiting trial covers that lesser sentence, but it ultimately doesn't matter because he is never getting out. It's a somber conclusion, but justice was swiftly served for Rosa Kramer and her family. Let me know what you thought of the defendant's bizarre lasagna self-defense claims in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next case.